Welcome to another episode of Aspie with Attitude. My name is David. I'm from Melbourne, Australia, 38 years old. I have Aspergers Syndrome and high functioning autism. What I like to talk about in this episode is neurotypical friendships with Aspies. Alright, just to give out 3 points with neurotypical people, like how they can get along so easily. It's the fact they have an enriched social life. They're able to keep up better with changes in trends and surroundings of whatever's around them. And they're more direct and highly aware. And most people with Aspergers syndromes just don't have that quality of social life. I'd like to talk about first is why do neurotypical sometimes don't like Aspies or people with Aspergers syndrome or autistic people, right? With neurotypicals, they can get very frustrated with a lot of Aspies, which they can assault in ableism, and they know it's really, really wrong. Like, there's always ableist terms like that I don't want to mention, which is a bit too crude, but any ableism towards Aspies is the same as being racist and homophobic. Okay, with Aspies, do they really get along with neurotypical? It all depends though, like there's plenty of neurotypical people out there who are actually no stranger to people with Aspergers syndromes. And with neurotypicals who aren't any strangers to people with Aspergers syndromes or autism can build strong friendships together. This can be done if they could maintain the same interest in good spirits, not being forced to change or make any adjustments. Then usually over time, most friendships could wear off depending whoever loses a particular interest. Doesn't matter if it's neurotypical or an Aspie, regardless if it's from an Aspie or neurotypical. Remember, friendships don't last forever, but however it is though, most Aspie and neurotypical friendships can actually really last forever, or they could be short-lived. It all depends how long they can just maintain the same interests and how good they can interact with each other. Usually, validating interests can actually help social interactions. Doesn't matter what mind state it is. And a lot of people with Aspergers syndrome, like myself, like a lot of my mates are very neurotypical. Right now, in this making the video, I am not really friends with people with Aspergers syndrome or any other Aspies. But still, it's all about whoever maintains the most spirits and most free spirits. It also strongly shows mainly in adult Aspies like me. It's all plain by my personal experience that finding my mates can only work if they're on the same wavelength of interest, anything. Yeah, with me, I found all my friends through the hip hop scene. Like through times back in my 20s when I used to be a rapper, pretty much up to my early 30s. Yeah, it's really cool that I'm in the moment though. Like, I've still kept a lot of friends who's been good to me and can handle people with Aspergers syndromes. And most neurotypicals were all like, people can just be real jerk-offs sometimes, just to sort of overwhelm them just for a bit of entertainment purposes. But however, in the next episode, I wouldn't mind breaking this down in 2 parts. This is only just the first part. In the second part, I just wouldn't mind looking up on better ways to validate and make friendships. Doesn't matter if it's a person who have Aspergers syndrome or neurotypical. This video was about how to maintain friendship with my conditions or anyone else out there who struggles with Aspergers syndrome, and peace out.